Come on. Let's go, people. I am gassed. Yeah. Big up for the live as well. Raw, people already are in here. Yeah? Say less. Yes, Ahmed, when are you planning to go live? Listen, I'm live right now. Yeah. Ten Hag, mate, you scrub. He's actually going. Listen, I saw the news, man, about Brighton. Their manager's leaving. The Zerbi links. I can't wait. Oh, this is actually amazing, you know. You see these rival fans, they were bantering us about Southgate's going to come to United, Southgate this, Graham Potter that, Tuchel this. Just for us, yeah? Just for, I saw it, Ornstein came out and said, Ineos aren't favouring these guys. They're not at the top of the list. So this is good news. And look who I'm repping as well. Diallo, mate. Diallo. Cold player. Big up Adnan, man. Listen, make sure you like this live. Yeah? Make sure you like this live. This is going to be, I'm going to do this for an hour, yeah? And hopefully more will come. Do you get what I'm saying? But yeah, man, the Zerbi has left Brighton. He's leaving, man. Romano has literally tweeted it. I'm going to get that tweet up right now. Yeah. Romano has actually left. It's ads, bro. Big up Adnan, man. Big up Adnan. Yeah. Big up to you, mate. Look at this. Look. Despite internal talks and contact in March and April, De Zerbi will not become their new Bayern manager. Big up, man. Big up, ads. You see, yeah, as soon as I saw De Zerbi, like, raw, he's not going to continue with Brighton, I was scared. I was like, oh my days. Bayern Munich might have gotten this guy. But Romano came out, big up to Romano. He saved the day. And he said, you know what? He's not coming. He's not coming to Bayern Munich. I'm pretty sure Christian Falk has also admitted that De Zerbi's not coming. You know what? Before I go into this whole De Zerbi thing, bro, listen. I'm live, bro. Mine is live. De Zerbi, man. Listen, big up to this is listen. Say wallahi, you're live at 3:30. Hussam, yeah. I was about to go live at 2 or 1, yeah. And this internet and my whole thing started freezing. It was freezing. I need to buy a new laptop. But that's what I'm saying. Now, big up to Hussam, man. They can enjoy Arnie's slot while we enjoy the Zerbi, man. I'm telling you, we're going to enjoy some good football. I've got a question. Why do you want the Zerbi? Listen, the reason why I want the Zerbi, yeah, is because I've seen the way how he plays with average players. Yeah, I seen him playing at Brighton last year. The guy came sixth. He came sixth, yeah. He finished Brighton with his highest points. No, not highest points tally. He finished with the highest league position in Brighton. You know, even the way how Pep talks about him, and even Klopp, yeah, they big up the Zerbi. Like the guy's football is sick to watch. I know they've not been good this season, but you have to admit they've lost loads of players to rivals. To flipping McAllister, they're gone. He's gone. Who else? Caicedo to Chelsea. McAllister to Liverpool. Matoma's been injured. Lamptey's been injured. Cucurella's gone. He's gone to Chelsea. Half of his squad has literally been sold. So, of course, he wasn't going to do as well as he did before. Do you get what I'm saying? The guy's football is good to watch. He knows how to develop players. Trossard as well. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, De Zerbi was making so many average players look so technical. Ding, 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 mate. That's the reason why. If you look at our squad in comparison to Brighton, yeah, we've got players like Diallo, Kobe, Sancho. If he was to come back, he would get these players balling out. Yeah, he won't be having these bro. We don't care about players like Bruno. Forget Bruno Fernandes and Rashford, mate. They're going to be phased out. They'll be phased out. Trossard to Arsenal too. Listen, yeah, Trossard, mate. That's what I'm saying. And then, to be honest, Matoma under De Zerbi was good, bro. Not gonna lie. Matoma, yeah. Even though, look, that guy, last year that guy had a patch where he was like playing sick. He was actually playing sick. So imagine when you've got players like Diallo in this team. He's going to coach these players. He's going to coach them. We need to hurry up as well because, like, Liverpool obviously got their manager in. Chelsea, I don't know what's going to happen with Chelsea. Arsenal, obviously, they're still sticking with Arteta, yeah. Bayern Munich, bro, Bayern ain't that. It's not that good of a team to be coaching right now. Like Thomas Tuchel, yeah. The reason why I don't want Tuchel, the guy's football is boring. He's literally known for winning cups. He's a cup manager. Every time I watch him in the league, he's rubbish. Look at Bayern Munich. He literally didn't even. He finished third. How the hell do you finish third in a two-horse race? Do you get what I'm saying? He finished third. Last year, he literally just about won the league. He's not good when it comes to league titles like that. Even PSG. I know he won the league at PSG, but still, man, the guy's football is dead. I seen him against Madrid. Madrid outplayed them. And yeah, man, that's the reason why I don't want Tuchel. And the thing is with him, he just gives me Mourinho vibes. You know, another manager that's gonna paper over the cracks. Do you hear what I'm saying? I don't want a manager like that. I don't want a manager like that. McTominay, Wan-Bissaka, Casemiro, Garnacho, Anthony could kick so many of this player. You know what? McTominay's gone. Wan-Bissaka is gone. Casemiro will go, even though I like him, but he will go. Anthony will probably go. Garnacho, yeah. Garnacho's not going to be a starter under the Zerbi. He's not. He's not going to be a starter. He'll probably be a bench player. He could kick 100%. He's going to kick these players out, bro. 100%. And yeah, and you know what it is? Bare people tell me, "Oh, Med, how many times have we sacked managers? Look where it's ended up." Bro, we're under a new structure now. It's different. It's different. Do you get what I'm saying? It's different, man. Ed Woodward ain't in charge no more. All what's going to happen, yeah? The players, like the Brunos, like the Rashfords, the Wan-Bissaka, Ineos and Radcliffe will be like, off you go, mate. Off you go. We don't need you. Need a massive clear out at United. And you know what it is, Adnan, yeah? I'm more gassed about United getting a clear out than actually buying players because our squad is so big. Imagine if we get rid of like 20 or 30 or 40% of these players, man. I'm telling you. So yeah, man, Ten Hag, he doesn't deserve another season. And I'll tell you why, yeah? The guy came in at Man United, tried to implement his style of play in the first year, and we got battered by Brentford. He was like, you know what, raw, this is going to be a long day. I'm going to do this counter-attack thing. And let's be honest, yeah, we got 75 points and we won a Carabao Cup, but I look back at it now, and most of it, we were just carried by Rashford, you know. Take out Rashford's goals here. Where would we be? And that's what it is. The structure is more important. The structure is very important. Even De Zerbi used to talk about how great the Brighton structure is and how it helps a lot. Ineos want to do this at United. De Zerbi under a proper structure will cook. I have no doubt about it. I have no doubt about it in my mind. 100% he's going to cook. Because you know what it is? Ten Hag literally came in. People told me, "Oh, but Ahmed, why do you not want Ten Hag to have a go with this new structure?" First of all, he's not done anything this season to warrant a new chance. What's he done? The guy's fallen out with players non-stop. He's fallen out with like Casemiro, Rafael Varane, Anthony, Sancho, Ronaldo last year. Who else has he fallen out with? He's fallen out with so many players. Do you get what I'm saying? Mate, I kid you not, even Donny van de Beek. Donny van de Beek will actually play under the Zerbi. Kid you not. He'll actually play. Players like Sancho and Ahmad, they'll cook. And Brighton ain't got money like that, and he was still cooking. The reason, you know what it is, Hamza, yeah? Hamzinho, sorry. The reason why Brighton didn't do well this year, I've always said it. Obviously, injuries didn't help, but their best players were out. They've all been sold, sorry, not out. They've been sold. The reason why they finished high last season, yeah, is because not only is it just down to his coaching, but he had better players last year. Hence why he finished sixth. He literally got Brighton Europa League. That's Brighton's ever highest finish. It's not just down to, their structure. Yeah, it helps, but it's also down to his coaching. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Would De Zerbi keep Sancho at United? Yeah. Yeah, 100%. 100%. It depends. I think, yeah, De Zerbi would want a player like Sancho, but it depends if Sancho wants to come back. That's how I think of it. But yeah, I know. De Zerbi would 100% would keep Sancho. That's my opinion. Whereas Ten Hag had way too much money, and our best players is Mino from the academy. You know what it is, Hamzinho? Yeah, you see these guys that back Ten Hag. They told me that it's the players' fault. You know, the players that we have at United. 95% of it is literally built by Ten Hag. Andre Onana was bought from Inter, and he also played at Ajax. Lissandro Martinez was at Ajax. Malacia, Dutch League. Who else? Who else has he bought? Ericsson, he was at Ajax. I know he bought him from Brentford, but he played at Ajax. He's saying to me he can't play the Ajax way. Rubbish, mate. Big up Geenan, man. Man like Geenan. Geenan, you midget. Big up to you, man. Big up to you. Listen, Geenan, did you see what your manager was talking about the Zerbi? Did you see what he was saying? Did you see what he was saying? Would the Zerbi use a couple academy players? Yeah. I think he would, innit? I think if they're good enough, he'll coach them. I think the Zerbi will coach these young players 100%. I do believe that, because like if you look at the likes of obviously at Brighton they have Ferguson, young. I don't know how old he is. Ferguson, Tariq Lamptey as well. He's not got a good team, man. People need to respect what the Zerbi's done. But yeah, big up Geenan, man. This guy's hilarious. Listen, Geenan's the only City fan that I actually like. I'm telling you, Pep has a lot of praise for the Zerbi. That's what I'm saying, man. You know what it is? I see bare people saying to me that the Zerbi's overrated. First of all, yeah. How is he overrated? How is he overrated? I want to know how he's overrated. The expectation at Brighton, they've always been a mid-table team. That's their level. Yeah. So if anything, he overachieved with that team because he got them 6th last year and a Europa League. Yeah, okay, he didn't do well in Europa League, but that's besides the point. That's Brighton's level. Why not Xavi at Barcelona? The thing is, yeah, it's not that I don't rate Xavi. I think he's a decent manager, but like, I don't think he's going to join United. Barcelona guy. He loves Barcelona. I don't think he'll join. But I'd take him. I wouldn't mind him. Geenan Islam says he overachieved last season. Geenan, yeah? People miss out. I said it so many times. McAllister, yeah? Obviously, Liverpool bought him. Caicedo. Caicedo at Brighton is way better than the one at Chelsea. It shows you the levels, man. Poch has Caicedo. You can't even get the best out of Caicedo. De Zerbi did that. He coached him, mate. Matoma coached him. He's 26, man. Matoma's 26. He's in his mid-20s. Could you imagine when you got players like Diallo? We saw Diallo what he can do against Newcastle, even against Arsenal. And that's with like not many starts at United. It's not many starts. Like, it's crazy. Yeah. It's mad to me. Our squad, if De Zerbi had this current United team, he'd get top 4. He would get top 4, man. 100% he would get top 4. There's no doubt about it in my mind that he would get top 4. The guy's got Dunk and Webster. These type of players. Yeah, even Lewis Dunk is getting picked for England. I wonder why. Bro, I'm telling you, yeah, Lissandro Martinez and players like him are going to do so well. He just needs to fix his injury record first. Hopefully, yeah, the injuries are patterned up. Hopefully they're patterned up. They get used to De Zerbi's style of play. I just need this to be announced, because if we don't get De Zerbi after this year, I'm going to look like an absolute idiot. But hopefully, yeah, hopefully it happens. Hopefully it happens. Because this United team, yeah, you got Højlund, first season. Garnacho, I'm not a fan of Garnacho like that. I don't really think he should be starting for United. I don't rate him like that. Do you hear me? I don't rate him like that. De Zerbi would have been one of the coaches City's board added to the shortlist. Gene, I had rival fans telling me that De Zerbi's washed and he's rubbish. And I'm thinking to myself, hold on a minute. If rival fans are so against De Zerbi, but when we was linked with Potter and Southgate, they were laughing. They weren't like, oh my days, don't get him. He's not that good. They're trying so hard to convince me that De Zerbi is not the one. De Zerbi, and you know what it is? Let's say De Zerbi goes into this United team, gets us playing good football, coaches these players let's say 3 years into it, we're challengeable. We keep missing out. We keep missing out. We keep missing out. That's fine. Go get another top manager. That's how it works, man. I'm not trying to see this 10-year process like Arsenal, man. These flipping phase merchants, bro. I don't want to be that. Get out of here, man. A lot of our players haven't improved in so long. They need it massively. Even someone like a Rashford needs it too, because he's never really had it in his career. You know, Hamzinho, yeah? The one time where Rashford was actually somewhat cooking, yeah, and looked like a half decent player, even though I don't rate him highly, was Van Gaal. Look at number 39, Rashford. Direct cooking players. Yeah, even Martial, Anthony Martial, and Marcus Rashford. Yeah, them two in particular, because they complement each other. Martial holding up the ball, Rashford getting in behind, lays it off. You see that goal we scored against Arsenal, where Martial, I think, was wearing the black kit. Martial literally got the ball and then he flicked it to Lingard. Cooney, Spibeche, that's you, man. That's you. Big up to her, man. The Zerbi style of play is entertaining to watch, although it can be risky. But you know what it is? That's the risk I'm willing to take. That's a risk I'm willing to take. I'm taking that risk any day of the week. He's approved by Pep. He's got the Premier League experience. And he's Italian. You know, we've not had an Italian manager. Miriam says, wow, that's so rude. Listen. It's not rude, man. Your boy, listen. Your boy Garnacho, yeah? He might hit the bench, you know. He might hit the bench. No, I'm only joking. But like I said, the Zerbi style of play is risky. The thing is, first season is gonna take a long time in it to get used to it. It's gonna take used to it. It'll get used to it, yeah, and then the players will slowly start to pick it up. You get what I'm saying? Like players like Kobe, they don't need that much. Kobe Mainoo will pick it up. Diallo will pick it up. This will be good for them, because I would say the last good manager we had that was coaching these players is Van Gaal, in it. I say it many times. Van Gaal was the last one, because Mourinho didn't do it. Mourinho didn't improve a single player at United. I swear to God, I can't name you one player he improved. We got Ibra, who was ready-made, and Pogba. He didn't improve Pogba. The best Pogba I saw was under Oli, interim period. That's the only version. Don't cry so much, man. None of our players have performed consistently. Nah, I heard that, but I would say the best player that's performed for us this season is consistently is Dalot. I think he's the only player this season that he can hold his head up high and be like, you know what? I did my thing, innit? I did my thing. If he's given enough time and the right backing financially, he could succeed at United. You know, Jim Radcliffe said the most important thing at Man United isn't just spending money; it's about the environment. He's literally come to United and he's like, you know what? We got the guy from City, Barada. We got what's his name? We're getting Ashworth from Newcastle. We got that Claude guy, former CEO at Juve. Like he's the one that's going to manage like the whole marketing. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what his role is, but he's like the CEO of Ineos. So once we have a good, stable environment at the club, and we get in De Zerbi, and these players get coached properly, you'll get to have like a positive atmosphere, and players like Sancho might want to come back. Because if Dortmund can't pay, because we give Sancho 350 a week, Dortmund can't pay that much. They can't pay it, and Sancho would cook under this manager. Yeah, but he's a defender, Ahmed. I understand that Dalot has done well, but all our attacking players haven't played well. Yeah, you know what? They've all played rubbish, and it's not even their fault. It's not even their fault. I mean, half of it is, but yeah, they've not played well. I would say the attackers, Højlund, yeah. The problem with Højlund is that he's not supposed to be like, he's not supposed to be this ready-made striker, and he shouldn't be shoved into this United team. You get what I'm saying? He should be learning off another striker. This is why I said we needed another striker alongside Højlund, because Højlund has attributes that can do well at this team. Like I do think he's got decent attributes. Like his finishing, he showed that in glimpses that his finishing's good. He just needs to work in his he needs to work on his back to goal, like improving, like bullying defenders, and his touch as well. Like that's what he needs to improve. But yeah, Garnacho's not been that great. Højlund's not been that consistent. Anthony's been shocking. And who else? That's all our attackers. I think the only attacker that was good is probably Ahmad, and he's only started twice. That's literally it. What's Adnan saying? I think United Stadium needs to be fixed. Do you think at first? Do you think? Oh yeah, bro. I'm so happy when I went to United. Yeah, the roof weren't leaking like that. You see how it was leaking, bro? I saw people having a shower in that. I was like, what's going on? People actually having a shower there, bro. That's how much it was leaking. Ten Hag is actually shameless. All the past 15, 20 matches where our team looked awful and the team looked clueless and conceded 25 plus. Just the other day against Newcastle, we looked like a team. But you know what? I watched that Newcastle team, that Newcastle game. Even though we won, there were still problems, bro. There were still problems, man. They could have easily won that game like 4-2. 100%. They could have won that game 4-2, man. They could have won that game 4-2. Like Isaac had a chance. Anthony Gordon could have had a penalty. What else? Like we're still not coached well. There's still a problem with this manager, man. Like he's not getting the problem isn't the players. The problem is the structure at this team is shocking. I've been saying it for so long. Would you say Ten Hag's football is boring? Yeah. He's the worst coach and the most disappointing coach we had post Ferguson. With the expectation man came with Ajax. We bought him to ball out like Ajax, and he hasn't done that. In reality, the reality is that Højlund doesn't get the service. I agree with that. He is thrown into this, and he's still young, needs to be rolled into the team, if that makes sense. Nah, I hate that. Man like NS Sports, big up to you, man. Big up to you. Big up to you. Shout out to you, man. If you could pick either Leao or Cava to replace Rashford, and why? You know what, Gina? Do you know who I'd go with? I've seen Leao, yeah. I'm edging it to Cava. I think Leao gives me Rashford vibes, I don't know about Leao, I think Cava's better than him. I think he's better than him. I think he's a lot more tidy. His dribbling is better. I think Leao is probably quicker than him, more strong. Probably has a better strike. But yeah, I prefer Cava as I think he's better technically, man. I'd edge it to him. Ahmed, what signing would you make? I would probably sign. Who would I get? I'd get Elise from Palace. I'd get Eze from Palace as well. Because the thing is, Eze can play in the 10, glides with the ball, he can drive with the ball. We've not had the number 10 like that. We don't have a 10 that can drive with the ball. Eze would be amazing. I don't know if we'll get him though. I would take Eze. But Elise is a good one as well, because as much as I rate Diallo, he might like having Elise, he's played enough in the Prem. So once Elise comes in and he's a first teamer, yeah, you can even play Diallo in the 10 or in the false 9 or whatever, bro. He's that good technically, you can play him anywhere. But yeah, he can be on the bench and then he can come on for Elise, like say in the 70th minute. Who else would I buy? I would want us to buy a midfielder. I think a left back. I think we'll call us the right back. I like Dallo, but we need a backup right back. I think we need 2 centre backs because Varane's leaving. Maguire's crap. And Lindelof is decent. He's okay. So I would get a centre back like Tadibo. I don't mind him. Who else? Who else can I get? Oh yeah, Ivan Toney. I want Ivan Toney. I would take Ivan Toney because like with him, he's Prem proven. He's got the attributes to play in at a big club. The guy's got good goal scoring ability. He can hold up the ball. He can get he can get others into play. He's strong. He can bully defenders. He don't fall over. Unlike Højlund. He's got the experience. He's in his prime right now. He's a ready-made striker. That's what we need. Ivan Toney, get him at United. Because look, Chelsea will probably get like Osimhen. Arsenal don't want Toney. City have Haaland. Spurs, they won't. I don't think he wants to go to Tottenham. And plus, United is the best destination for him. It's literally the best one. Yeah, Ten Hag never admits when we are playing awful. And teams are killing us. At least be a man and admit it. Wallahi, yeah, Hamzinho, sorry. Every time I watch this absolute fraud, he either lies or he's just being delusional. The guy literally came out and said, "This is fun to watch while we're getting battered. This is fun to watch. It's entertaining." It's not entertaining. Do you think I'm entertained by this nonsense? It's not entertaining. It's rubbish. He's never honest with us. You know, last year, I remember him. He came in and said, "Right, all errors come to an end." And he said, even when we won games, he said, "This is still not good enough. This isn't how I want to play." Fast forward to this year, it's like I'm looking at a different guy. So this is why he needs to go. He's been given a lot of money. He's been given a lot of money. He's not improved a single player. His style of play is shocking. He can't manage this team clearly because everyone is annoyed by Ten Hag. Like even Rashford's probably annoyed by him. Anthony, he had issues with Anthony. He had issues with Casemiro. I've said it so many times. You can't get these players on side. If the players aren't with you, yeah, they're not going to play for you. You need to be able to have good man management skills. Why do you think Alex Ferguson, yeah, was able to get a certain reaction out of like a Nani or a Rooney? Come on, man. That's a skill you need to have. You can't you can't just be dull. I'd like it if they concentrate on defenders, to be honest. Our defense is shit, and then sign in other positions afterwards. Yeah, you know what? I like Onana. I think with Onana, yeah, the problem with Onana is that because we face so much shots as a team and the structure is a mess, people are like, "Right, Onana's not that good," but that's not his fault. He's not a shot stopper like that. His best attribute is his distribution. I watched him at Inter, yeah, not loads of Inter games. I'm not going to pretend I watch Inter for a daily, yeah. I've seen him in the Champions League. His distribution is good. Inter are an organised team. You don't see Onana. I think there's a stat out there that we face the most shots in the Premier League. Does that not ring alarm bells, bro? Ten Hag is shite. I'd like it if they concentrate on defence. So 100%, man. I think Dalot. Shout out to Dalot. Lissandro Martinez. We need another centre back to partner him because I do like him. And left back, like I said, I think we need another left back. Luke Shaw, by the way. I've had enough of Luke Shaw. I've generally had enough of Luke Shaw. This guy, they want to talk about injuries. This guy's got the worst injury record at this club. So I don't know why he's still here. He's a fan favourite. We all know why. English tax, because they didn't like Martial, but he's actually injured way more than Martial. So yeah, big up to Tony as well. By the way, that's a real baller right there. As a Man City fan, my summer targets are Paqueta, Bruno G, Rafinha. Wait, Wait, the guy at Barcelona, I don't think he's that good, you know. I don't know about Rafinha, you know. I don't know. The guy, I don't know. He's had like a good, he's doing well at Barcelona. Like he had like a good purple patch, but I don't know. Paqueta is good. I do rate Paqueta. Bruno G at Newcastle, I've not seen much of him, but he's not really shown me anything. I think you can do better with him. I think you can get better midfielders. But yeah, bro, you see, are pretty much patterned up, man. You guys can just always rotate, and you need play. I would say City need you guys need wingers. I'd say you need a left winger. I don't think you've utilised Jack Grealish properly. I don't think he suits Man City. I think if United get Europa League competition, I think United can attract the players that you name. Do you agree? Nah, then 100% I would agree. 100% I would agree, man. Because you know what it is? Like, I think even if we didn't have Europa League, we will still attract them, mainly because we're United. People say, "Oh, that's arrogant," bro. We literally got a Jadon Sancho from Dortmund. We got Paul Pogba from Juventus when they had Champions League and we didn't have Champions League. We got Ibrahimovic. With our talent, we can always get the top players. We can always get the top players, man. There's no such thing. There's no such thing as like United. Oh, they can't attract players. 100% we can. Come on, man. I know we're dead, yeah, in terms of our football, but that doesn't take away like who we are as a club. We can still attract the players because they look at it, yeah. They look at it as like, "Raw, this is United. Imagine if I do well here, I'm going to be remembered." So yeah, man. Under the new structure, nah, man. Hopefully, I'm trying to be optimistic in it because, bro, Ten Hag has done my head in so much this year. He's done my head in. He's annoyed me. I think City could rival us for Elise too. If they lose, oh, bro, if they get Elise, I'm going to be fuming. Wallahi, Geenan, bro, I'm going to come for you, bro, if your manager steals Elise. Nah, I think Elise comes to United. I think he comes to United, man. I don't think Elise would want to Nah, actually, no, he would want to play for City, but I don't know, man. I think we're gonna get him, man. I do think so because we need a right winger. Anthony's not good enough, and Ahmad, obviously, he's a baller in it, but we can't just solely rely on Ahmad. But yeah, Elise, hopefully, I think Man City will probably go for a Rafinha in it. Why not? But yeah, Bernardo Silva has been wanting to leave for the past 2 years. I think he's quality, man. Bernardo Silva. I think he's quality. However, I reckon Pep can evolve him. Nah. He can, bro. Pep. The thing is, of Pep, yeah, he will improve players, but the problem is players like Grealish. Like, I don't think he's done well at City, and I always banter Man City about Grealish. I call him flipping. I say, what a flop in it. He's flopped. But if you look at the bigger picture, at Villa, the guy was given the license to do what he wants. He was picking up the ball from deep, driving with the ball, bodying fullbacks, bodying players. He was exciting to watch. You know, he had something about him. Every time I saw the goal he scored against us, by the way, he literally got past Pereira and whipped it top right. That's quality right there. Man City is more about give and go, one touch, hold the touch line, stay in that particular position. Grealish is someone who wants to go everywhere. Like, I think he's limiting Grealish, man. I think a player that suits Man City on the left is probably like Sancho, innit? Someone who can play 1-2 with KDB, Bernardo Silva. Obviously, you got Haaland over there, but obviously Sancho, he's never going to go to City. But I say that type of profile. Do you get what I'm saying? But you know what? I think City, bro. Like, I don't think Haaland's going to stay for that long anyway. I think Haaland is probably going to be there for another 2 years and he's gone. Maybe even 1 year and he's gone. You don't strike me as someone who's going to stay here for ages. Do you get what I'm saying? You don't strike me as someone like that. But yeah, as I was saying for Zerbi, man, bro, Zerbi. Hopefully we get him. I reckon Doku will be even better next season. Doku's problem is decision making in the final third, man. He messes that up too much. I don't think he's I think he's just okay. I think he's decent. But yeah, I don't think he's at the level that where Man City want to go to, if that makes sense. I don't think he's at that level. But he's all right though, isn't it? Like, he can get past plays. He's got a good speed. He's got a good speed. I think Doku plays his best football against teams that play a high line as well. Because obviously when you come across Man City, the teams literally play really, really deep. And Doku, he wants to exploit the pacing behind. So that don't really happen that much. But when it's open and end to end, of course Doku can cook. He has shown potential. Yeah, he has shown potential. I'll give it to him. I will give it to him. 100%. But you know what it is though, Geenan? The fact that Pep is literally himself praising the likes of Zerbi shows how good he is. Like, literally shows how good he is. And that's why I want him. I want him simply because of what he's done at Brighton, how he coaches his team, how he plays his brand of football. He never makes excuses about injuries. He plays the way how he plays no matter what. And that's the reason why I want him. I don't get why people are so, I don't know why they're so fixated on, let's keep Ten Hag. Keep Ten Hag for what? Keep him for what? Lowest points tally, worse than David Moyes. 14 losses this season. -4 goal difference. Poor style of play. Man management in the bin. Can't even speak, bro. The guy can barely articulate himself. He goes like 20 seconds, bro. 20 seconds after a sentence. I can barely understand him. If I'm watching Ten Hag and I can barely understand what he's saying, and he's already pissing me off, how do you think the players will feel? They're probably annoyed, bro. They're like, who's this guy? Apparently that journalist called Mullock is close to Ten Hag's camp and said Bayern and Ajax think Ten Hag's leaving at the end of the season, no matter what happens in the final. Bro, you know what is, Hamza? If you could find that tweet, yeah, and copy and paste it into the chat, that'd be amazing. You know, when you copy and paste tweets, that'd be sick. But 100%, Ten Hag, yeah, he does not deserve to be at Man United. He don't deserve. Doesn't deserve. I don't care about the Carabao Cup. We sacked Van Gaal, yeah? We sacked Van Gaal for winning an FA Cup. Why should we stay with this scrub? The day Pep leaves, I'll become a broken man. You know how much this guy is carrying you? Pep carries Man City. He pisses me off, man. Pep Guardiola. I've had enough of Pep. He's always sarcastic, man. He's sarcastic with it. You know, every time he bigs up teams, yeah, I know he's being sarcastic. But yeah, Pep is doing his thing. Bro, all I'm saying, yeah, you lot got West Ham. Bro, that game is going to be mad because if you don't beat West Ham, I'm not going to hear the end of it from Arsenal. I'm not going to hear the end of it. I'm not going to hear the end of it. So, you know, he's the master. Of course, he's the master of mind games. Have you seen him, by the way? The guy's flipping. Nah, his reaction killed me when that player was 1v1. What's it called? When Son was 1v1, he's killed. Pep's so evil. You know when he gasses you up, like he is evil, 100%. He knows what he's doing. I'm not stupid. Arsenal fans are so adoring. I mean, they are, man. They're trying to tell me about flipping. They just make excuses. 1 minute it's the refs. 1 minute the grass is too green. 1 minute the cloud is too blue. Next minute we need a striker. Like, they got more excuses than. They're just like, how many excuses do you need? You know, like, it's mad. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, they just flip flop on everything. They flip flop. Brother, I was doing wheelies in my living room, so yeah, bro. Listen, bro, I'm doing flipping backflips, bro, because this guy's manager is doing my head in. You know what? There's actually something I want to show you a lot, yeah, when it comes to this manager, because this guy absolutely, you know, he's literally broken. This guy has single-handedly broken so many shocking records. So many records. Look at this. This is another reason why we should get rid of him. Yeah, let me show you this. Look at that. Can you not see that? Erik ten Hag, Man United facing 600 shots on goal this season. What the hell is going on? This guy's facing 600 shots. I see the stat and it's clear. Last season we had the consistent back four. We did the same and the most clean sheets in the Premier League. You see what I'm talking about? This guy making excuses up. We actually played. I remember the game. We played against Wolves when we won 1-0. We faced so many shots in that game. Against Tottenham, we had that same back line. We had the same back line in the first two games, of the season, and we got outplayed. We lost to Tottenham 2-0. He was making excuses. Like what? Like, Tottenham have injuries. Chelsea have injuries. City have injuries. Every team faces injuries. Just because we've got the most injuries doesn't mean that, like, we deserve like certain treatment. Come on now, that's horrendous. 100% it's horrendous. But it's not a surprise though. Loves making excuses, bro. But that's what I'm saying, man. This guy is he jars my head in, man. He absolutely jars my head in. And you know what? Let's look at this as well, because hold on. Yeah. FC Bayern have asked Schmidt after Thomas Tuchel's rejection. The answer, no, he will stay at Benfica. Yeah. And then it says the Zerbi won't go to Bayern Munich. So, you know, the Zerbi's not going to Bayern Munich, man. Because I was actually hearing Ineos and Radcliffe were kind of like insinuating that we want a young manager, you know, and people, managers like Potter and who else? Potter, Southgate and Tuchel aren't in the list. Sorry, they're not in the list. The Zerbi's 44 years old. He's a younger manager. He's the only guy that I can think of. 600 shots is because of Luke Shaw and Lissandra missing. Come on, mate. But you know what it is though, Hamzinho. I don't think that's the reason why, you know, because I reckon even if we had them two players fit, we would still be conceding shots. Generally. Because remember the Tottenham game that we played? Luke Shaw and Lissandra were both fit that game. Even against Liverpool, We played Liverpool last season. And we lost 7-0 with that same back line. Anyways, take it easy on with big up to your YouTube channel. Now, big up, bro. I'm gonna make more of these, innit? These are fun, man. These are fun. It's actually it's harder than it looks, innit? You know, trying to do this. Big up to everyone, man. I love doing this anyway, regardless. But now, Hamzinho, I disagree, man, innit? I disagree. I don't think it's down to just two players. Like, I think the reason why we concede so many shots is down to like the whole setup at Man United, because the midfield is so all over the place. Sometimes Casemiro plays as a lone six. Sometimes Amrabat plays as a lone six. And Kobe is left, like, come on. Kobe, he's a young guy, innit? Like, he's a young guy. Bruno presses by himself. Mason Mount don't really help. Bruno doesn't help. How often do we see our midfield? There's like a huge gap in the midfield. And then it's straight down our defence like that. Do you get what I'm saying? That's what Ten Hag thinks. He thinks our... Oh, right. Hamzina, I thought you were saying that. That's what Ten Hag thinks. He thinks our bad football is because of defenders missing. Bro, it's nonsense, man. I don't buy into them excuses, bro. It's because of our defense. It's such a shame, man. It's such a shame, because when we was linked with Ten Hag, I was so excited. Do you know how excited I was? I was literally like, wow. This guy plays such good football. I see him against Madrid. I see him against I see him in the likes of, like, what? Even just in the Dutch league, just playing good football. I know the league's not great, but come on, man. Like, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. What a disappointing manager he was. And I can't wait to see that back of him, mate. Don't let the door hit you, mate, on the way out. Because I even seen, you know, I think to sack him, yeah, it's gonna cost a certain amount. Hold on. I think because obviously he keeps talking about he wants reassurance from Radcliffe. Give me reassurance. And I don't think Radcliffe is on that. He's on it. He don't rate him. Borrado don't rate Ten Hag. I think it's gonna cost like 10 mil. Let me get it up, actually. Let me get it up, because this is quite interesting. Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, look at this. Eric Ten Hag is looking for Jim Radcliffe to show him commitment by offering him a new contract. But so far, there's been no talks about the extension. United would need to pay the Dutchman around 10 mil. That 10 mil, mate, I will get involved. I'll get involved on that 10 mil sacking. I will get involved. Listen, GoFundMe, mate. GoFundMe page. We'll do a GoFundMe, yeah? And we'll help. But yeah, this is also a possibility that Ten Hag will walk out to take a new challenge. Please walk out. I am begging you. Ten Hag, if you're watching this, please bounce. Please get out of this club. Even his face just annoys me, man. Just looking at him. But yeah, because think about it like this: if he was staying, the board would have just said, you know what, we're keeping him. They've not given this guy any assurances. Everyone's fixated on, like, oh, he's gonna stay, mate. He's gonna stay. Based on what? It's not been proven that he's gonna stay. You know, Ineos, Radcliffe, Borrado, they've not said anything. You think they're happy with this? Borrado was literally at Man City. He was at Man City. He knows the top academy players and the top coaching. He's seen everything at Man City. Everything at Man City is top class. You think he's gonna tolerate it with Ten Hag? Ten Hag, are you having a laugh? No, he's not going to tolerate with that. So he's defo gone. He's gonna, because even Radcliffe is coming out talking about how the most important thing that we're trying to do at Man United is create a positive environment. Once we pattern up the environment, yeah, and the structure, and we literally focus on the profiles rather than the commercial value that the players give us, profiles over commercial value any day of the week. You get in a manager like the Zerbi. If he wants this player, you get him that player. If you don't want this player, get him gone. There's no sentiment at this club. Bun the sentiment. I don't care. Even if it's players that I like. Yeah? We have to be ruthless. Too many players like Rashford have it easy, man. Rashford was literally playing despite his poor performances. How can you say to Rashford, we're going to play a Rashford, despite his lack of form, but players like Sancho, I'm going to dismiss him from the team when he was literally our best player in pre-season and he was showing good signs. Him, Martial, and Donny van der Beek. Don't forget, people telling me that Ten Hag, he don't have his players. What about Donny van der Beek? He was there, Ajax. He coached him. He don't play him. He's got more than enough players to coach. So I'm not buying into this. I'm not buying into this excuse that Ten Hag don't have his players and he don't have this and he don't have that. But yeah, it's funny because speaking of Brighton, we're playing them tomorrow, man. I mean, I say tomorrow, but it's probably today. We're playing them today, innit? And I'm gonna give a preview on this game here because I'll tell you what, yeah. Look at this team as well. The guy's got Pedro. Pedro is a decent player, to be fair to him. Pedro is a decent player. But yeah, Webster, Dunk, Pascal Gross. Like this team ain't good, man. But yeah, the thing is, I don't actually think we're gonna win. I think this game has got like a draw written all over it. I would say my predictions for that game is probably going to be like 2-2 or 1-1. You know, Brighton haven't been in good form. They've not won that many games, and Ten Hag, obviously, we're crap, but we low key got the players to do something. So you know, like last game of the season, I just want the season to end. You know, like as a United fan, this season has been shocking. Like it's literally a City 4P or an Arsenal Premier League title. They're both shocking. This is the worst. Like it's the worst thing to be as a United fan, you know. But yeah, as soon as this game is done, bro, that's what. Oh, actually, no. I say the season is done, but we still got the FA Cup final. And funny enough about the FA Cup final, even if we win that trophy, which hopefully we do, I still think they still made their mind up about getting rid of him. So, you know, I like how firm they are. You know, they're not like they don't get too excited because I remember under Ed Woodward, they wasn't going to give Ole Gunnar Solskjaer the deal when he was in that interim period. They were like, you know what, interim period, and then that's it. But because so many of us got excited and Ferdinand was like, yo, go get him the contract. Woodward got too giddy. He got too giddy and he was like, you know what, give him the full-time coach. But now Ineos, different strategy, different game plan. They're on business. They're like, you know what, even if you do win me this trophy, you're still gone. So you get what I'm saying? Look at the Brighton team. Danny Welbeck still playing in 2024. Danny Welbeck. Like, you know, man, Brighton, like, come on now. You know, I still think because where are we in the Premier League table? Like, even if we win this game, I'm pretty sure we're still like, where are we in the table actually? Hold on a minute. Bro. See how bad we are? I'm trying to look where we are in the Prem. That's actually crazy. That is mad. Premier League table. Where are we? Oh my days. Holy crap. Look at this. If we beat them, we go to 60 points. And Newcastle are playing who? Who are Newcastle playing? Who were Newcastle actually playing? Well, I mean, we can jump from 8th to 7th. Flipping now. Newcastle are playing Brentford. Raw. Wow. So, you know, that's probably a guaranteed win from Newcastle for Newcastle. Our goal difference is still -3. Look at that. 14 losses. 14 losses, and people want to keep this scrub. We've lost more games than West Ham. Lost more games than Brighton. People want to. We lost more games. I just realised that we lost more games than Brighton. That is crazy to me. Lost more games than Brighton, and who else? And West Ham. Same as Newcastle. Lost more than Chelsea. How the hell have Chelsea gone this far up? Like this is oh man, God man. Look at United, man, doing us a disservice. Yeah, 6 draws. How many wins? 17 wins. The same amount of wins as Chelsea and Newcastle. Yeah, man. This is the we need to proper like get the season out of the way. But yeah, as for the what's it called? As for the Premier League, man, I genuinely do not think it takes us that long when it comes to proper challenge. And I would say, look at Liverpool. They got Slot now. They've got Slot, so they're going to be in a rebuild. Yeah, they're going to get and plus most of their players are in their 30s. You got Arsenal, yeah, who'll probably be there. They'll be challenging, so because they'll be challenging regardless. Man City will challenge. So if you take them out the equation, third and fourth place is up for grabs. Tottenham, look at Tottenham. Ange's first season. You're telling me we don't have a better squad than Tottenham? The reason why Tottenham are there is because of their manager. Even though they've not been good recently, but their squad's not good. Chelsea's squad is better than Tottenham's. Even Villa. The reason why Villa are fourth is down to Unai Emery, top manager. The same Villa team that had Steven Gerrard, but look where he had them. He was mid-table. It shows you how much a difference a top coach can do, man. And I don't just want a top coach. I want a manager who stands on business, not flip-flops like Ten Hag. You know, like someone who stands by his principles and dies by his sword. Even though Ange does this high line and people cook him for it, but you know what? I low-key rate it. Even though he gets beaten every now and then, he obviously needs to adapt. But it shows like, you know what? It's his way or the highway. You know, he doesn't play this defensive, pragmatic, let me just be cautious and hit them on the counter. Come on, we're United. We're not flipping Sheffield. It's ridiculous. But yeah, bro. Like I said, this is gonna be mad. This is gonna be mad for next season. Next season, yeah. We're gonna have loads of exits. Loads of players gonna be leaving. Casemiro's gone. Martial, big up to Martial. He's leaving. I think Bruno will go as well. You know, he's coming out saying the club needs to want me and I want reassurances. So I think he's looking for a new contract. I don't think. Look, the guy's 30 years old. He's not that good as well, Bruno. But you know what I'm saying? So, you know, Bruno Fernandes, we need to ship him on. We've built this guy. We've built around Bruno Fernandes for the past 5 years. Yeah. And where did that get us? Where did that lead us to? We built this team around him for 5 years. And we got a Carabao Cup for it that he didn't even contribute to. He didn't even contribute to that Carabao Cup. He never turned up in big games. He's literally got his little stats, yeah, that people get excited about. But in reality, it's not going to lead us to anything. I see this guy. I watch him play. His performances are shocking. You know, he hides behind them crazy Bandulu assists, that chance creation myth. You know, he passes it 5 yards and then someone will take a 6 shot and then it'll count as an assist. You see that Højlund goal that he scored? Yeah. Højlund literally scored a goal with his right foot. Very difficult angle. And Bruno got the assist for that. Højlund had to do everything. So yeah, man. Bruno needs to be shipped. We've built this manager has built this team around Bruno and Rashford, and it's not gotten us anywhere. The football is diabolical. These two players are not good on the ball. Yeah? They're not good on the ball. They're so predictable. Give it to Bruno, leave it to Rashford in behind. I can read it. Yeah? Build this team around proper players like Diallo, like Kobe, like Elise, you know, Sancho as well. Players that know what to do and actually keep and control the ball. This whole thing about Bruno Fernandes, where are we going to go without Bruno Fernandes? The guy is replaceable, mate. You think a guy, just because he gets the main GA, that we can't replace him, the GA will be spread out throughout the whole team. You think when Haaland wasn't getting the goals, City was struggling. If anything, they played better without him. And then look, Foden got the goals. Bernardo Silva gets the goals. It's spread out. People are too fixated, man. They're too attached to these players. They're too attached. Just move him on. Move him on. He's 30 years old. Don't build a team around him. And it's not worked. It's not worked, man. He's a horrendous footballer. Yeah. That has good stats. But stats aren't everything. It's about You know, it's about giving in good performances. Yeah, Bruno will give you that one good performance like he did against Newcastle, yeah, but that's not consistent. It's not consistent. Pogba was literally doing them performances for breakfast, yeah, and was getting booed. So what's the difference? What's the difference? A 9 out of 10 for Bruno is a 6 out of 10 for Pogba. See, this fan base, man, they pick and choose who they like. They talk about rebuild, but at the same time, they're saying, oh, these guys want to sell Bruno and Rashford. They're too easily pleased about Bruno and Rashford. Like they put these guys in a pedestal as if they're undroppable and they're not replaceable. Rashford's replaceable, you know. Rashford's replaceable. Bruno's replaceable. Why do you think no top team wants Bruno? You think Bruno's going to go to a top team after United? This is his only top team. I mean, not top team, but this is his only big club. No big club is going to go after Bruno. Even when he was at Sporting, no one really wanted him like that. The reason why we got Bruno, even though our scouts were hesitant, was because we had bare injuries in January and Andres Pereira was rubbish. And obviously, yeah, he did well in that period. But ever since then, he weren't really that great. Even that season where he bagged loads of penalties. All right, cool. He was a good penalty taker. But that's it. Good pen taker and gets Bandulu assists. That's it. We need to build a proper team with the right structure, with the right coach. And hopefully the Zerbi's the man to do that. And hopefully we get in good players for the summer, you know. Because you know what it is? I feel sorry for Kobe, man. The guy has to play with Ten Hag and Southgate at the same time. I mean, at least with Bellingham, he's playing with Ancelotti. At least with Grealish, he's playing under Pep. Guy's playing with Southgate and Ten Hag. 2 flipping scrubs. It's not good enough, man. It's not good enough. So yeah, man. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. That is pretty much it. We need to get rid of this coach, bring in a young manager who's ready to coach this team. You know, we've not had good coaching in so long. Yeah, I want to watch United games knowing how we're gonna play. I don't want to go into United games and I'm like, oh, bro, I don't even know what I'm gonna get. Sometimes I'm gonna get a shit performance, and sometimes I'm gonna get 10-minute purple patch in the game, and then it dies off. Nah, man. How as a United fan am I getting scared of Sheffield and Burnley and Luton? Like, no disrespect here, but these teams, we should be battering them. We literally gave Burnley a game. Vincent Kompany, who's getting relegated, outplayed us. Sheffield. Did we even beat Sheffield? I don't even know if we beat Sheffield. I think we did. But Everton. We beat Everton, yeah, but they outplayed us. Like, I don't think I've seen a team that we've played and we've dominated them. We win games when it's not convincing. We lose games and we look absolutely rubbish. And for the people telling me that Bruno Fernandes, look how we won with him in the team. We've lost 21 games with him starting as well. So just because we won 1 game with him when he was fit doesn't mean anything. It's still not good enough. And yeah, shout out to Diallo, man, as well. Diallo, it's correct. So yeah. But yeah, man. Big up everyone. Big up everyone. Big up Hamzinho, Geenan. And we give Geenan a shout out. Give them a shout out. Man like NS Sports as well. Miriam. Shout out to Miriam as well. Adnan. You know, the chat was good, man. Chat is good. You know, man like This Is Football. Say wallahi alive, man. Listen, hopefully next time I'm gonna do lives. I'm gonna do lives a lot earlier, yeah. And hopefully I start getting in the rhythm with this, yeah, because this is harder than it looks, you know. I'm gonna probably do, maybe my next live would probably be the United watch along. I'm gonna think about doing a watch along. But yeah, man. Last game of the season. Hopefully we get a dub and let's end it, man. And then if Arsenal do bottle it, we can actually banter Arsenal. That's going to be my therapy. Big up, subscribe, like, and peace.